It's time to prepare for the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup, brought to you by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. We're here at historic Oakmont Country Club for the U.S. Open, one of the tougher tests in all of golf. I'm Andrew Catalan alongside Rich Beam and Luke Elvey, and we've got Henny Koyak and John McCarthy following the action on the course. And Rich, this week Oakmont Country Club welcomes the 125th U.S. Open. What can the players expect from this layout?
Andrew, I've said this to many people before, but Oakmont Country Club is the one golf course in the United States, probably the world, that I would actually pay good money not to have to play again. I've competed in one U.S. Open here, and it was so brutal, I thought, I can't handle this. And I couldn't handle a lot of U.S. Opens, but this could be it. They actually slow the greens down from normal play. They slow them down. That's how much of a test this is. I have to say, it is beautiful now that they had all the trees removed for the most part. But when you have par threes that are 303 yards, no thank you. I'll take a pass.
Let's get down to the first hole. I think he likes that one. Okay, Henny, what do you see down there?
He's going to want to double check the yardage book here because this is downhill.
That's the way to draw up a nice shot.
That's a great position to be in after that approach. 8 feet remain. The putt goes in, and it's an opening hole birdie.
Always a nice way to ease on into your round, birdieing the first.
Let's take a quick look at the leaderboard. Tiger Woods is in second place, right behind our featured player. Let's go out to the par 4 second.
Most players with such a short distance are not going to challenge this hole with the driver. They're going to lay it up with some sort of iron, just have a wedge for their second shot to a green that tilts severely from back to front and all kinds of movement on it. This is a wonderful short par 4.
Wow, cannot hit it much farther than that.
It's a nice day to find another fairway.
A lot to like about that one. 3 feet to the cup.
This for a birdie.
The putt goes in, and that cushion is getting wider.
Trying to make a statement early and often.
And he improves his score to 2 under par for the event. This hole is a par 4.
Church pews down the left-hand side, and the longer you go into the fairway, the more narrow that fairway gets. So players laying back with something other than driver. Second shot back uphill to a blind green. It's got a runoff area fronting it and a runoff area behind it, making distance control so important.
That is going to work. Rich, when Tiger is playing like this, how intimidating is it for the rest of the field?
Well, I hope it's as intimidating as it was when I was out there trying to beat him, because these kids are now getting a taste of what it's like when Tiger is at his best. It's no fun. You don't want to play him when he's at his best.
A birdie putt coming up. This could be a big one. And with that, he moves to 3 under par for the championship. Let's take a closer look at the par 5 fourth.
And the church pews once again down the left-hand side. Second shot completely blind to the green. If you can, lay it up to a high spot over on the left-hand side. Third shot goes straight downhill to a green that's receptive for all kinds of wedges.
Rich, the U.S. Open is upon us. What makes this week so special?
Well, I think it's the amount of players that try and qualify for this each and every year, Andrew. You have somewhere in the neighborhood of 8,000 to 9,000 plus competitors around the country, around the world, trying to get into the U.S. Open through qualifying. And the fact that it ends on Father's Day, it's the hardest golf course condition-wise that most of these players will see throughout the year. It's just a different beast. When you get done playing the U.S. Open, you feel it everywhere, physically, mentally. You just are so drained after basically a week's worth of trying to figure out how good you truly are.
Henny, your green side. What do you see in this putt?
This has got loads of movement right to left, this one.
That looked good for a while. 5 feet to the cup. Another birdie. That's the 4th of the day.
That is definitely a confidence builder.
Here's a look at the leaderboard, and he is up by 4 shots.
The high caliber architectural work here at Oakmont on full display here at the 5th.
Again, another shortish hole that driver is not necessary on. Take out a long iron, fairway metal, and get it to the top of this fairway, short of the bunkers. From there, second shot will be slightly downhill to a Redan style green that goes from right to left and front to back with big, deep bunkers on the left-hand side.
Well struck. Lining up here after a bunch of birdies, Rich.
It's a good start to the day. Let's hope they can keep up the good form.
This looks to be hit pretty well from where I'm standing. This is a ball striking clinic. Yet another green and red here.
The iron play today has been absolutely stellar. Luke, the greens in regulation, just a fantastic accomplishment. Great to watch.
And as we take a look at the leaderboard, and it's an impressive 5-stroke advantage for our leader. The 6 here at Oakmont is a beautiful par 3, playing back up the hill.
Mid to long iron required here to a green that looks so much smaller than it actually is. Not a whole lot of pin placements on this green. Find the center of the green and 2-putt and get out of there.
Wonderfully played, fought against the wind.
And our man on the ground, John McCarthy, has been giving us some great reads all day. What's this one doing, mate?
It's going downhill and to the right.
That's disappointing.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
And now let's take a look at Lydia Cove. Let's take a look at the current standings. Our leader is out in front by a whopping 5 strokes.
Over to the par 4 7th hole.
Bunker down the right-hand side could see a lot of action as this fairway does camber from left to right. So be wary of that. Down the left-hand side is where you want to be for your second shot. You get to look down on the green ever so slightly. There is an opening fronting this green, so you can chase your second shot in there if you choose to do so.
Going and going and going. Drawing it in there beautifully.
What a beautiful leave right there.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
Time now for the third.
This one's looking good.
With the putter from the fringe, and it goes. We need to see that again. As we move on to the next hole, our featured player has a 6-shot lead. Let's see what happens here at number 8.
Difficult tee shot here, straight back up the hill. You got a trench over the left-hand side. It's got some dry grass in it you want no part of. Second shot plays straight back up the hill into the clubhouse. And look at this, squared off green. The back third of it is actually the practice green. This is such a cool feature of this golf course. I love this hole.
Okay, that'll play. Let's see what Tiger Woods can do here.
Yeah, coming off the back of a bogey on the last hole.
Well, this would be a big putt to make. A birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2. Looking really good, this one. That is a beauty. What a putt.
Fist pumps all round. That is how you do it from outside range. That was huge.
John, what's he looking at with this putt?
Well, I'm going to go with 36 feet for this putt. Should be interesting.
This one should turn left. That's a pretty good putt from there. A par putt coming up. That putt goes in. Time to make a move. Quick glance at the leaderboard, and he is up by 6. Over to hole number 9. It's a par 4.
A tee shot here. The fairway cambers from left to right, kicking the golf ball into the right-hand rough. Hopefully you can find the fairway. But from there, your second shot now goes to a green where the green tilts from right to left. This is a unique design feature and makes this par 4 super challenging.
This shot is about 130 yards from the hole. On the green, that's always mission number 1. Henny, how tough will this putt be?
A tricky little slider here. Downhill, moving to the left.
On a nice line.
Great putt there for birdie. Let's move on to the next hole, but before we do, he is up by 7 shots on the leaderboard. We start the back 9 with a par 4.
Yeah, this fairway, you can get a couple of really strange bounces. You land it short of these bunkers here, it kicks hard to the right. You get it past it though, now it kicks hard left. Second shot plays down the hill to a green that tilts from right to left severely. This par 4 is super difficult.
That is a big-time drive.
I thought it was gonna hang on, but nope. What a shot from the rough. This is gorgeous.
Yeah, I like that. That's okay there. That's a safe shot. Now to Tiger.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
This one's heading on a pretty nice line, I feel. Come on. Oh, so close.
We're back. Time to have more live play. Opportunity here to get to 8 under par. Henny, how tricky is this one?
This putt's going to break to the right.
A 3-foot putt.
He's got this for his par.
Moving along. Okay, let's see how things stand. Our featured player is ahead by 7.
And 11 runs parallel, but back up the hill, Rich, and there's a trench that gets in the way off the tee.
If you can, you want to favor the left-hand side of this fairway as it's the flattest spot on this fairway. From there, you can make out most of the green, not all of it, as the screen runs pretty good from left to right and back to front. Still difficult to judge the amount of spin you can put on that second shot if you're trying to get it close.
Okay, this one's going to probably just catch the first cut, I think. Time for the second shot at the 11th. Going with the pitching wedge here. And he's safely on the green. Chance to move to 8 under here. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Yeah, guys, he's looking at around 17 feet.
Putting for a par here. And as we check the standings, it's a big 5-stroke advantage for our leader. The 12th at Oakmont is a monster par 5 measuring over 600 yards.
The shorter hitters have to worry about the bunkers on the right. The longer hitters, the one on the left, find the happy medium. And do you go for it? Let's find out. If you're laying it up, you want to find a good spot. I'm going to say anywhere from 85 to 100 yards out because you want to be able to maximize your spin on this firm green.
This is his second shot. It looks like he's thinking about going for the green here. sitting at -7. Currently in the lead. That's a high-quality recovery shot.
Great touch.
Right on 4 feet. Should make this one. But what a performance. 8 birdies on the card. And that will take him to 8 under. As we head to the next, it's a big 6-stroke advantage for our leader. The 13th is a cool par 3 that works its way back up the hill.
13. Not a lucky number per se, and this is probably the reason why. This green is heinous. It is painful, even when you're on it, to try and judge the distance line break of your putts. I have to say, I've played a lot of difficult par 3s in my days. This one ranks right up there with the hardest.
Trying to work a little draw into this flag.
The perfect wind swing. Nice and easy.
What an opportunity to make a birdie. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This putt goes downhill and breaks to the right.
Looking good.
How good was that putt?
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
Well, our leader is playing some outstanding golf here, now 8 ahead of the rest of the field. The 14th at Oakmont, Rich, has certainly evolved over the years.
It has, and not by design, but how players attack this hole. Conventional wisdom, take out long iron, find the center of the fairway, and wedge it on for your second. Give yourself a birdie opportunity. These days, though, the power hitters taking driver out, taking their chances, finding one of those many, many bunkers and getting it up and down from there. Either way you shake it, this is still a challenging par 4.
Oh, well played. Second shot here on the 14th hole. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. Okay, John, what's he looking at with this putt?
Well, guys, he's got about 21 feet to go here.
Looking pretty good.
Like the look of this. Oh, beauty. And after that hole, this player is ahead by a whopping 10 strokes. That really puts the leader way out ahead of the rest of the pack. And it's only the first round.
Let's check out the 15th. It's a par 4.
Fairway cambers from left to right, and this green in the distance, it sits below you, so you can chase on your second shot into this green, especially to a front pin. But when the pin is all the way back, it forces you to deal with that bunker on the right and attack that pin by landing it in the center of the green or deeper.
This shot is about 170 yards. What an aggressive play.
No matter what happens from here on out, this player will always have that shot against Tiger Woods.
Well, this would be really nice to get a birdie opportunity. He's got it rolling now, 11 under par for the championship. Here's the par 3 16th hole.
And once again, just another par 3 that's going to wear you out. A deep bunker fronting this green right here on the right-hand side. That screams bogey all day long. You want to favor the left-hand side, and if you can, bounce your tee shot into this green. If you miss the green here, you're looking 4 squarely between the eyeballs.
Not super tight, but a makeable putt. This putt is from 16 feet away.
He's got this one for birdie.
Henny, what do you see in this putt?
This one's going to gently meander from the left.
Come on. 5 feet remain. And after that hole, still in front on the leaderboard. Time for the tee shot on this par 4 hole.
Players that lay up to the right-hand side want to make sure they find the fairway, the high spot on the right-hand side, but now they're coming into a green that chases away from them. So they're going to have to put a lot of spin on that golf ball. Players going for the green want to miss the screen out on the left-hand side so they can use the length of the green to their advantage.
Big shot out of the green side bunker. Here's a putt to get to 12 under par. Henny, what is he looking at with this putt?
Setting up this putt 15 feet from the cup.
Putt is underway.
Oh, that birdie would have been a big boost to the card. And just a tap in as we move on to the next. It's a double-digit lead for our featured player, up by 10. Out to the 18th tee.
This is a beautiful hole, and this golf course scares me, but this hole is beautiful. A ditch down the left-hand side, bunkers right, bunkers everywhere. Second shot for these players, straight back uphill, again to a uniquely designed green, almost in the shape of a square. 2 tiers, the front one and all the way in the back right. This truly is one of the hardest finishing holes in golf major championships.
This is a 150-yard shot.
Yep, okay. This is at the green.
There was a game plan there, and that approach was executed nicely. This putt from 5 feet away. Oh, that's the way you finish. A birdie on the closing hole. And folks, at the end of this first round, he's going to find himself in first place. Not bad, Rich.
It's been absolutely flawless so far. I cannot wait to see what this player produces tomorrow.
We had so much fun out there today. Thank you for joining us. For all of us at 2K Sports, we'll see you soon. 2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're back for second round coverage of the US Open. Andrew Catalan here, pleased to have you back with us. We're so pleased to welcome you back with us on 2K Sports, hoping for another day of excitement on tour. Let's get down to the first hole. That appears to be a very good line off the tee. Second shot here on the first.
This one needs to kick left and kick left hard.
That's a really nice position on the green, pin high, and a great look with this putt. This could be a big momentum putt. It's for birdie. A par putt, tap in. Just an empty feeling when you hit an approach shot like that, Rich, but still come away with a par. Things are still looking good for our featured player in first place on the leaderboard. Teeing off on the par 4 second.
Most players with such a short distance are not going to challenge this hole with the driver. They're going to lay it up with some sort of iron, just have a wedge for their second shot to a green that tilts severely from back to front and all kinds of movement on it. This is a wonderful short par 4.
This one has a chance to go. Not a bad result right there. A tap in for birdie. You gotta love it. John has the latest from the grounds.
Hey guys, I'm down here checking out Max Homa as he gets set for his next shot here on the 6th.
Oh, what a touch of class. Holds it from the sand.
Okay, as we make our way back to live play, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Now to the tee of the par 4 third hole.
Church pews down the left-hand side, and the longer you go into the fairway, the more narrow that fairway gets. So players laying back with something other than driver. Second shot back uphill to a blind green. It's got a runoff area fronting it and a runoff area behind it, making distance control so important.
All right, Henny, what does this look like?
Yeah, I think he's got around 135.
That is how you play it. And now a birdie look at the third.
Let's catch up with Will Zalatoris. Well, this one's right at the pin. Oh, that just brushed past the hole.
Okay, here we are again, back live. This one from 4 feet away.
This is such a great opportunity for birdie.
That putt goes in, and what a start for our featured player, adding to the lead.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
No change atop the leaderboard. Our featured player still out in front. Let's see what happens here on 4.
Dog leg from left to right. Again, the church pews down the left-hand side, but a little more room off the tee shot for these players. Second shot is a blind shot as the green and the distance is tucked all the way over on the right and falls down. So players that are going for it at 2 cannot see the green. If you lay it up to the top of the hill, you're going to have a wonderful third shot down the hill. Should be easy to get it close.
Strong play, going for it.
That's how you take on a par 5.
Using the big muscles to get it home in 2 there.
All right, a longer putt remains. Okay, Henny, give us a read here.
This is testing. A big right to left slope.
This is a good stroke. This has my attention. No change atop the leaderboard after that hole.
I'm pretty sure this player will be full of confidence now after that eagle back at the last hole.
Just a fairway metal long iron required off the tee. You want to avoid the bunkers on the left-hand side as best possible. Second shot down the hill to a Redan-style green that works from right to left and front to back. Big bunkers on the left-hand side you want no part of.
That drive heading straight towards the cut stuff. Around 110 yards to go. This one looks to be on a pretty good line.
Body language is everything. This player, after hitting that approach against Tiger Woods, there's some pretty good body language going on right now.
4 feet to the cup. Oh, he's on fire today, building upon his lead, hole after hole.
Oh, that settles the nerves right there. Great stuff.
After that, now 17 under for the tournament. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling.
Not much of a green to work with here whatsoever, especially going in with a mid to long iron. Your goal here is to find the center of the green every single day.
That is a pure looking draw. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. And that one's on the dance floor, but a long way from the DJ. Now heading over to Tiger Woods.
Okay, he's behind in this rivalry. Let's see what he can produce.
And choosing the 8-iron here. Put a little buttercut fade on that one. That is a touch of class. That's some good golf right there. Now this putt to get to 18 under par. And he's down there. You got a read?
Yeah, it's going to bank to the left-hand side, this one.
That's a well-played hole, but in the end, just tapping in for a par. Just a short par putt needed on this hole. And that'll see him remain in the same spot on the leaderboard.
Now teeing off on the par 4 7th hole.
Bunker down the right-hand side could see a lot of action as this fairway does camber from left to right. So be wary of that. Down the left-hand side is where you want to be for your second shot. You get to look down on the green ever so slightly. There is an opening fronting this green, so you can chase your second shot in there if you choose to do so.
I like that one.
This one looks to be on a pretty good line.
What an incredible approach shot. It almost went in. After that hole, he still has the top spot on the leaderboard. We've reached the 8th hole. It's a par 3.
Straight uphill the entire